All right, welcome everyone into this video. Just want to kind of walk you through a few things and what you'll be doing this week and just give you an overview. So I always believe if you can see it, it's so much easier to do than through any other means. So just remember, first of all, that I'm here to help. I'm glad to do anything. I gave you on that goldenrod sheet last week the course information. So my phone number is there, my email is there, and of course you've got my email from the messages I've sent you already. And I'm usually here from 7:30, 4:30, 8 to 5 roughly. But if you can't meet during those times, I'd be happy to sit down and do some work with you. At other times in the evening, we could schedule a time, just let me know, and I would be very happy to do that. Remember, I can't help you get inside the course if you're having login issues. That's where you are going to go to projectstar@manhattanstrategy.com, and that email address is on your goldenrod sheet. And Melissa or Mara there will be happy to help you with that, projectstar@manhattanstrategy.com. So just want to walk you through a couple things that you'll be doing this week as you get used to the online portion of the course. Again, it was my joy to work with you, and I'm sorry we had those login issues, but we were able to get it straight. And thank you again, Beth, for your help with that. So I'm going to ask you to do a couple things this week. Remember, first, we didn't get a chance to put in the challenges in Morganton, so I'm going to ask you to do that this week. Just click on number 5, challenges, like I just did. And so remember, we were on the dashboard. We just scroll down, challenges, the blue. Anytime you click that, hover over it, turns into a hand. Click on it with your left mouse buttons. That'll take you in the portfolio. We already watched the module last week, so all you need to do is record your challenges. So anytime in a portfolio you're putting things in, just click on where it says record your challenges, and that will bring up those. So you got a couple boxes there. Remember, we talked about challenges that would your program or you would go through if you were doing full STAR implementations. So a lot of times these center around managed enrollment or managed intake. We're not doing managed enrollment. We have new students that attend every day. That might be one challenge. It might also be giving the diagnostic assessments, finding time, that 45 minutes to an hour per student, or finding space to give those might be an issue. Planning time might be an issue. So you can look back on that sheet. We showed you what does every look like, that one sheet, and listed all the parts of full-blown STAR. So just record in just a couple sentences. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Your 2 challenges, you can just type in challenge 1, challenge 2, and then click down here at the bottom where it says submit for feedback, and I'll give you some feedback. Those. I want to go ahead and back those out because I use this for training and I don't want to put stuff in here. So once you've done that, then that's part of the assignment. Remember, your big part this week is giving the Alphabetics Assessment. So you need to line up 2 students, and preferably those students are going to be in that 4th to 9th grade level equivalent range. It's so much better if you give this to students than give this to a friend member. And you may not have those particular students in your class, but remember, your coordinator, the person who sent you, talk with them, talk with some other instructors, see if you can borrow a couple of their students. So do that as soon as possible because you'll need to be giving that assessment sometime during this week. So once you've identified those learners and you want to go through now the Alphabetics Assessment, you'll go through and watch this module. You'll click on this, watch this module over here on the right and go through that. And Becky Lemke will walk you through step-by-step on how to give the Alphabetics Assessment. And the one that she's giving is very similar to the one you have in your assessment kit. So you'll watch the video, watch the module. You'll go through and give those 2 Alphabetics assessments to your learners, and that won't take long. The Alphabetics Assessment is probably the shortest one out there. You could probably finish it up in 10 to 15 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes per learner. It won't take long at all to do. And so once you've done it and got your results, you're going to come here to the portfolio. And remember, we're not worried about doing these 1, 2, 3, 4. All we're doing is number 5, assess at least 2 students and answer some reflection questions on the assessment. So once I've given the assessment, I'm going to come here, click where it says record assessments, and that will bring up this screen. We've got two possible options, but again, don't pay attention to the import. You want to do add new student. And so you'll click on the add new student. Another box will come up, and I'm clicking always here with my left mouse button. I'll click where it says add new student, and it'll think a minute, and then we'll come up, put in your student's name. Put in the TABE or CASAS grade level equivalent, because that's where you're going to start on this Alphabetics assessment. So I'm just going to pretend I had a learner that had a TABE reading score of about 4. I'll put that in. And I'm going to click down here where it says Alphabetics, and we've got the plus sign. I'm going to click on that. It's going to open it. And it'll say, what level did you begin testing? So I'm going to start at 4, since that's where the TABE score was. And I'm just going to put here the results of the assessment for the first student. So I started at 4. Let's just pretend they had 8 right on the first one. Let's say they had 8 right on the second one. And then when they hit grade 6, they had some problems and only had 5 right. So it's going to ask me here, what was my highest level accurate? Highest level accurate in this particular case was at grade 5. So I'm going to go ahead and put in 5 with this drop-down menu. And I just clicked on it, click anywhere in the box, the drop-down menu will come, always with these left mouse clicks, and the highest one was 5 I'll put in. So I've got those, got that listed. So the Alphabetics instructional level is going to be, we can also go ahead and put in here, and we're going to go and put in that this is a basic level here for this. And I'll click on submit for this. And then you're going to go in and do the same thing with the second student for that. So that's essentially, I'm sorry, this was student grade level 5 is going to be advanced Alphabetics instructional level. I just did that to show you that every once in a while I make a mistake. Of course, I make them all the time. Generally, the basic level is going to be if you have somebody at grade level equivalent 4 or below for that. So, yeah, this probably advanced Alphabetics is what we're going to be dealing with here. So I'm going to click on submit, and it will bring that up. And I'll do the exact same things to the second student. I'll come up here, click on add new student, and I'll do the same exact thing for this particular new student. So that is how this will work. Once you finish that, you'll do these reflection questions, type in a few things for each one of those, and then at the bottom, you'll click on the submit for feedback. Again, have any questions, just let me know. I'd be happy to help with this. That's my job. Oh, I don't want to bother you, Steve. My job is to be bothered. It says that at the very beginning, the very first part of my job description. So let me know how I can help. 828-262-2262, or you've got my email address. So look forward to getting your information there. And thanks again for being part of the class. I really look forward to working with you.